Hello, this is Spyder Kev coming back to you from Council Bluffs, Iowa. This video I want to show you a couple of things. I'm calling this video the Don't Be the Village Idiot, or in my case, Don't Be the City Idiot. And I don't know if you're like me, but I have a problem sometimes with covers like the one I've got on the Spyder behind me. You know, you get out here, it's cold, it's wet, it's rainy, windy, whatever, dark, and you've bundled the cover into the back of its stuff sack and you pull it out, and then you spend like 10 minutes or more messing around with it, trying to get it the right way around, trying to get it so that it fits everything, and you find out you've got it inside out, back to front and all that. So this is what not to do, and then I'll show you my little tip or trick of what I've learned and how I've improved the process to make myself a little bit brighter than the dimmest bulb in the box. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start by just peeling off the cover as usual. I usually find I have to go to the front and at the front I release the two wheel arches, and then once I've got those off I can start to peel off the rest of the cover. And usually it's just a case of you pull it off, you throw it up together. Some people are tidy and organised, and some people like me are not quite so tidy, so you end up with a bundle like this. You grab your stuff sack and you stuff it in, squeeze it up as tight as you can, put it in the little baggies, which I've usually left lying around somewhere and spend several minutes looking for, but that's a different story. So what I'm going to do now is attempt to put it on as is and see how long it takes me and see what a mess I make of it. And I'm not faking this, this is just how it goes for me. Usually if I just try and do this without my little improvement method, I do really spend more time than I should, and I do look stupid if I'm doing it in front of others. But that's a story of my life. Anyway, here we go. So I'll throw the cover out and I'll try and work it around and decide which way I think it should fit, and I'll toss it on and I start looking for the edges and I pull them down. I do the same on the other side. Try not to get it snagged up on anything. And as I work forward, of course it does snag up on everything. So I end up walking around again, trying to get the little bungee cords to unhook from whatever they found to catch. And then I work it gradually forward. And I move around, and I know there's an area here that should fit. So far it's not anything near close to being right. So now I'll go back and I'll release it a bit. And I think, wait a minute, that looks like it should be over the windshield. So I'll unhook it again. I'll swing it around and I'll get what looks like to be the windshield bit, and I'll try and move it forward, get it to roughly where it should be. Drop this piece down here. Start lifting this piece over, and suddenly realise that it looks like it's inside out, and I've still got an end down here somewhere, and yeah, it's a real mess. So this is This is going to take me another probably 3 or 4 or 5 minutes to wrangle that. So I'll move on once I pull it off. I'll show you what I've actually come up with to make life a lot easier. So this time I've got the cover out here. It's still just the way I pulled it off, and I've just stacked it on the top. And I'm going to look around, and first of all I'm going to look at the edges. And what I've done on either side of where these little elasticated hooks are, I've written, in this case, KR, which happens to be my initials, but that's for right. So I know that that's got to go on the right hand side, somewhere over there. And then I can come over, pull this out, and eventually I should find what should be the left side one, and now it's over on the left side. And I've just got an L on that, on the outside there, beside the little bungee strap. And so my modification after this was, once I get those left and right in position, there is a little loop here, and what I've done is I've put one of these little elastic loop cords through there with a white bobble on the end, of plastic bobble, and this makes life 100% easier because I know this is the back. I can now find this little hole here, which is where the antenna will go through, and so I can drop that down over the antenna. This I know roughly goes about there, so I can walk this around and just drop it over the area like that, and then I can work it forward, and it will still possibly snag on a few things, but you know, that's the nature of the beast. So then I pull it out, snag back here on, I've got a camera mount pole there. So as I pull it out, now I actually see the UltraGuard printed logo on what's going to be the front over the windshield. So I work that over to the front, get that so it's now in place where it should be, and now I bring the nose. I just have to walk down the sides usually just to disconnect and find that bungee cord, which loves hooking up on things. There it is, and drop that down, and then go around and do the same on the other side. So check that, lower that one down, seems to be good. So now I put the front nose piece over the nose of the trike. Oh. Just about all the way down. And now I walk to the back end of the trike, of the Spyder, and I'm going to just tuck this down. It's almost fallen down where it should be. Pull it all the way down. And now it's pretty well on. All I'm going to do is walk out and pull the elasticated part over pull it over one wheel, or one wheel arc, and then come over the other side and do just the same thing. And now I can pull the cover right down underneath at the front. I can come right the way to the back, and I can pull this down all the way, put it over the exhaust pipe on this side, get that on there nicely, and then on this side it's already down there. So that's basically it, and that's probably taken me a fraction of the time it took me to fight my way through the rest. Now that's good, but the main thing is to get it rolled up properly in the first place to make life even easier. So what I'm going to show you next is how I get the whole lot ready, so that on a dark and dirty night, or in the middle of a million people watching me, I can make a reasonable attempt to get in and on without making a fool of myself. So this is where we're at. I'll just stop the video camera now and just get it ready for the next bit. Okay, this is the way that I have improved my situation with taking the cover off and getting it stored so it's ready to put on easily again. And I forgot to mention in the previous half that when I'd finished the L for left on the little bungee hook cord on this side on the cover is facing outwards, and the KR for Kevin, Rutland and Wright cover is on that side, so everything's good. This is in the right place. The little tag is on the back, the antenna sticking through where it should, so everything's cool. Now this is how I go about doing the rolling up. So I take the wheel arch and I just uncover it on both sides to take the tension off the material, and then I reach underneath and I just unhook that from anything that it might be wrapped on, like that, and then I just start rolling it up like this and lifting it at the same time to try and get it up over the windshield, like that. Once I've got the cover rolled up over the windshield and the handlebars, I just keep rolling it backwards, clearing it off the handlebars and just folding it back, keep on rolling and rolling and rolling. Okay, I'll do this again from a view, looking at it from the front again, so you can see it, what it looks like from the other side too. So this is the view from the front as I roll it from there, because you can probably see what I'm doing better with this view. But anyway, you just keep rolling it back, rolling it over the handlebars, just keeping it fairly tight, like a long sausage. Keep rolling it up over. I've got some Insta sticks on the side there, so anything that it might hang up on, you just roll it carefully over the top, all the way back onto just behind the passenger seat. Okay, I'm going to move to the rear now to show you what it looks like looking at it from there. Once you have the front half or 3/4 of the cover rolled up like a thin sausage all the way over here, I've got to the point where the little bungee cord is sticking up here, and I've stopped just above there on the back trunk here. So you can roll it back all the way up to there, and then what I do is I just grab the ends and I, keeping it on there, just fold that one over so it comes across like that, lift it off the antenna, and then go around the other side, grab that end there, hold the little bungee tie right up. Hope you can see that, it's in the top of the frame, but I hold that up that way, bring it up to there, roll it in tight with what's left of the cover, get it in as tight as you can, squeeze out as much air as you can, so now you've got a slightly fatter sausage. Fold it in again to the middle and squeeze it down, fold it in again to the middle and squish it down. So now what you've got is a nice little package of about that size with the little elastic bungee loop sticking out there, so I know where the middle of the back is for putting it on top of the trunk box. I'm now going to try and attempt to stuff all this lot into a baggie, so just let me get organised for that. Now, because I'm very good at losing things, being highly disorganised sometimes, I've got the pile of rolled up cover there, and I'm going to stuff it into a sack. Now, the one that came with it, as the open hour is very small and tight, I guess you can really squeeze it down hard and get the air out. But I'm cheating a little bit. I've got a helmet bag cover that came with my helmets, so I'm going to stuff it into that, which is a little bit bigger. So here we go. So this is my helmet cover. It's just a drawstring bag, and just gonna do like you would if you were putting a fur case to bed. I think actually looking at it, I could probably get it in the small one, but just for ease of explanation, just put it in the bag like that. And there we go, it's all ready to go. And although it says, whatever it says on the front there, my helmet name from Amazon, yeah, it's all in there, and it's got room to spare. If I was really trying hard, I'd put it into this bag, which I think is the original one it came in, which is a little zippered bag, and it will fit in something like that size if you really want to reduce it down. You can just squish it down a bit more. So now this is ready to go, and I'll show you taking it out of the bag and putting it back on again, just to finalise everything. So here's the cover inside the bag. Having just folded it all in there, it would be stuffed in the front or in either of the other spare side containers, wherever I want to keep it, strapped on the top, whatever you like. Depends on your motorcycle, Spyder, Riker, whatever you've got. Find a home for it. And then, so what I'm going to do is open the bag. Try not to lose the bag, so I'm going to put that just to one side. Now again, I know that this little taggy here forms the centre of the trunk case just on the top there. So I'm going to place this on there. Now there's only two things you can get wrong here, or one thing really, is if you turn it left or right, the wrong way around. But basically, because this sticks out here at the top, excuse me, it's pretty well reduced down to that issue now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on the top. I'm going to just find one of the ends and pull it out open. Pull it open like this. And again, I'm going to look on it and see what it says. And this one says left. So now I know that this one needs to come on the left side. So I'm going to just grab this and rotate it around. In the antenna, rotating it around so that the piece is sticking up there, and pretty well then it's a case of just rolling down the back, putting it over the antenna. That's pretty much located it there, and then it's just a case of rolling the whole cover back the opposite way. Just keep on rolling, taking your time, getting it over the handlebars, and then lifting it up onto the windshield, and then finally pulling it down at the front. Centering the Ultra Guard writing on the front here, right on the shield, just here. And then I'm going to pull and unroll the rest of the cover all the way down right the way down underneath the nose of the Spyder. Now I'm coming back to the back again, and I'm going to get down here. Oh, I should point out as well, I've got my Spyder Rider Kev on YouTube, stick it down there. So if you see me out on the street anywhere in Council Bluffs or neighbouring towns, villages, whatever, give me a wave, say hello, and I'll be very happy to chat with you. But anyway, so continuing. So you just pull the cover down now, what's left of it, and you work it down all the way down, nice and tight like that, so it goes right underneath the bottom of the cover here. Come around the sides, just make sure it's free. Lift it over the wheels. And pull it down. Move over to the other side and do the same thing, just take sure nothing's strap, pull it down over there. And there you go. That's how it's done. So check here, I've got KR on the right side. I've got L here, tag thing on the left side. If you wanted to hook these two together underneath, you could. I'm in a carport, so I really don't need that, but if I was outside, I'd do that. So there we are. So being the village idiot, or the town idiot, or maybe even the Council Bluffs idiot, at least once anyway. And yeah, I hope you find this video useful. It's a bit of fun really, but you know, sometimes the simplest things become the hardest things if you haven't got them organized well. And I think this is a good organized system. This little elastic loop with the ball end on it, just put through the top of that little tab you got up there, and then writing down on the sides, the right side and the left side, you can get yourself pretty well organized. And the trick is, take the cover off the wheel arches first. That allows you to relax the tension, and then go to the front, roll it as tightly as you can, like a big long thin sausage, roll it over everything, bring it all the way up to the top here onto the back of the trunk, and then pull out the little antenna here from its little slot. They've got a nice little Velcro slot to let that pass through, and then down here just roll this one up tightly until you meet that, pull that up so it sticks up, you can find it. Now you've got a long sausage here, the other half of it like a Subway sandwich rolled up as well, and then fold them in, and roll it up, fold them in again, and then put it into the baggie. And now you've got it ready for the next time. Life becomes a lot simpler, you're a lot happier, and you can go around and get a little bit brighter in that bulb pack. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Spyder Kev. Spyder Rider Kev. Keep having fun now.